If you're heading to an all-inclusive resort and struggling with what kind of clothes to bring, this video is for you. I've been to over 20 resorts, always in a carry-on, and by now I've got my packing down to a science. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what outfits I'm packing for my next all-inclusive resort stay and show you affordable, minimalist options for your next vacation. So we are heading to Secrets Playa Esmeralda, which is an adults-only, all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic. But whether we're going to the Dominican or Jamaica or Mexico, I tend to pack the same types of items and the same amount. Now, the resorts we go to do typically range from about $300 to $500 a night. So the outfits I'm packing are going to be more appropriate for an affordable, mid-range, all-inclusive resort. If you're heading someplace where you're spending $1,000 or more a night, these outfits may not make the cut and you may want some fancier options. Now, if you're really into fashion and love having a ton of outfit options, this video is not for you. For those of us who want to be minimal and pack in a carry-on only and have affordable and comfortable clothing options so you can focus more on the vacation than your outfits, then you are in the right place. So let's get into it. All right, let me show you exactly what we're bringing and how much of it, and then we'll get into the details of why I bring such items, where I found this, and what size I'm wearing. We are bringing 2 bikinis, 2 cover-ups, 1 athletic comfy outfit, 3 dinner dresses, 2 pairs of sandals, 1 purse/beach bag, and 1 outfit to travel in. Now, one tip I have is to set a color scheme for your trip. Now, doing a color palette for my vacations has really been a game changer. I used to panic pack last minute and just throw random things in, and it's just so much easier when everything kind of coordinates and flows. For this particular vacation, I'm going with a bright blue to tealish turquoise color palette, and that is a bit monochromatic. You don't have to do that, but I always try to pick a couple of specific colors to work around that match the vibe of where I'm heading. For example, I've done bright neon palette in Turks and Caicos, Aruba, and Curacao, blacks and reds against the bright turquoise waters of the Maldives, and green and emerald tones against the lush jungles of Thailand. Pick some colors that kind of go with the vibe of the location you're visiting, and stick to those colors when you're packing to help keep your packing focused. All right, so to start, let's talk about swimsuits. I highly recommend bringing at least 2 swimsuits so you never have to rewear a wet one. For our 3-night stay, I figure we really have 2 full solid days of swimming at the pool and the beach, because the first day will arrive late thanks to travel, and on the last day we'll have to check out early. So for this trip, I'm gonna bring 2 different swimsuits. Just an aside, as I show you these bikinis, I am a 36G large bust, so if you are large busted and struggle with bikinis, I do have a few videos and blog posts for you that I'll link below. And let me just preface this swimwear section by saying these are not going to be affordable options. I spend a lot of money on swimwear because it's so rare to find bikinis that actually fit me. So if you don't want to be tempted with some pricier options, just use the chapters below and skip right into the clothing options. So for my first bikini option, I'm bringing this super fun teal blue and pink tropical print bikini from Freya. And Freya is actually a well-known lingerie brand, and they do make swimsuits in bra cup sizes, which is amazing. Now, this is their Isla Margarita plunge bikini top, and I got it in a size 36G, and I love that this is such a comfortable underwire. It fits so amazing since they're bra specialists. And this is the high leg bikini brief in large. And I love the tie sides and the ruched butt. Super cute. And for that bikini, I have this cover up. This is the Monday Swimwear Barcelona tunic in a size medium/large, and it is just the comfiest crinkle linen button-up style shirt cover up that I have in like 7 colors. Now the second bikini that I'm packing is this bright blue set from Body Glove. And I love Body Glove because they're like a surf company, so they make very comfortable, sporty bikinis, and they have designated D through F cup sized bikini options. Now this is the Body Glove Smoothies Solo D through F cup top, and this is a size F cup. And I love this top because it crosses over the straps in the back and lets you adjust the band so you can make it as tight or as loose as you need while having an actual F cup underwire bikini. This is the Body Glove Kendall low rise bikini bottom, and it's super cheeky but not quite a thong, so I love this bikini bottom. Now for that bikini's cover up, I actually have this bright blue cover up athletic set from Left on Friday. This is the Wear To button down shirt in a size large/extra large. And this is the matching Wear To shorts in a size large as well. And these shorts are super fluttery and have a like built-in underwear in it, which is amazing. Now I will say, if you're packing two bikinis, you could probably get away with one cover up, but I wanted both for photos and video purposes. Now next up, I like to have some like comfier athleisure outfits that I can wear to the breakfast buffet, because on vacation we typically get up, maybe go for a walk, maybe some of y'all will go to the gym, and then you'll go get breakfast, which is a pretty casual experience. So I like something a little more comfy casual for that. Now for my 3-night vacation, I typically pack 2 of those comfy outfits, but for this trip I'm only packing 1 because this cover up I just showed you can be repurposed as a comfy casual outfit. So for my 1 comfy outfit, this is the Free People Righteous Runzie romper in a size XL. So this has a cross back with a hidden little credit card compartment, which is great if you're trying to work out and you just need to put your hotel room key somewhere. And this has really flouncy shorts with the built-in undies as well. Now I have this romper in both the Free People version and the Amazon dupe, which is a fraction of the price. I will link both below, and I do wear an extra large in both the real one and the dupe. If you're enjoying this video, we'd love it if you took a moment to just press that subscribe button so you can follow along with all of our tropical travels, all-inclusive resort, and vacation fashion and swimwear videos. Now let's talk about what I'm packing for dinners. Now how dressy you need to get at a resort dinner really varies on the resort, and if you're going to the buffet or a casual a la carte or some of their fancier steakhouse or French a la cartes. I highly recommend you check out the dress codes on your resort websites as you're packing, but what I like to do is pack like 1 nice dress and then some more a little bit casualer dresses as well. We're going for 3 nights, so we're going to be going out to 3 different dinners, so I'm going to pack 3 different dresses. Now I personally like dresses because they're lightweight and cool, and I hate pants, but you could definitely pack dresses, rompers, jumpsuits, or a nice 2-piece set. Now I would recommend leaving shorts, especially jean shorts, at home for an all-inclusive because dinners are a little bit more elevated. Plus denim is just like way too hot in a tropical environment. Now for my 2 more casual dining nights, I have 2 almost identical maxi dresses from Amazon. I'm not gonna lie, I have these maxis in like 10 plus colors. They're so comfortable. Like, these dresses are just the perfect vacation dress. You can wear them casual to the breakfast buffet in the morning with some flip-flops, or you could put on some nice sandals and some jewelry and wear them to dinner. Now these dresses are adjustable spaghetti straps. They have pockets, which is amazing. And these dresses just hang really well on your body, and they're loose and breezy and comfortable. Now I do wear a size extra large in all of these dresses, and I will say they are very, very long. These come to my ankles at least, and I'm 5'7", but you can always tie them in a knot and tie them up if you don't want them to be so long on you. And here's the second one in a lighter blue, and this light blue dress might be a little bit of a better option if you're shorter than I am, because this one hits well above my ankle and it's got a side slit right here. Otherwise it's like basically that other dress. Now my third dinner dress is my little bit fancier, more fun one. Now this one's kind of hard to show because it has side cutouts, so it just makes it funky to like hold, but this is from Amazon, and this is an extra large. So the top has like some fluttery short sleeve. So you've got the top piece, and then you've got like the attached skirt piece, which is maxi length, and it's super stretchy. So this does not cut into your fat at all. And even though when I'm like holding it up, it looks like it's very skimpy, it's not at all. It just has some like cutouts on the sides. So this is super cute. I love it. I actually have it in 2 colors. This is a super fun vacation dress. Okay, so we've now picked out 2 bikinis, 2 cover-ups, one that can be repurposed as like a comfy daytime outfit, 1 comfy daytime outfit, and 3 dinner dresses. There's really not much else you need, because all you're going to be doing at an all-inclusive resort is going to the pool and the beach, and then the dinner options in the morning and evening time. With that being said, if you plan on doing any excursions or going off the resort into town, you'll want to pack some specific outfits for that. But if you're staying on resort, that's all you need. The last outfit I need to show you is what I wear when I travel on the plane to the resort. Now, for your travel outfit, you're gonna want something comfortable that you can sit in at the airport, on the airplane, and then not be hot and sweaty when you arrive in a tropical country. And for me, I think I mentioned that I hate pants, so you will not catch me wearing sweatpants or leggings on the flight to get to a tropical destination. But at the same time, you're gonna wanna wear something that covers your legs, so you don't have bare legs just touching the airplane seats and ickiness. So what I always wear for a travel day is some variation of a long maxi dress and a comfy button-up shirt, along with a pair of tennis shoes that I'll show you in just a minute with the other accessories. So while this is a different dress than the 2 I just showed you, it's that same one from Amazon in a different color, the one with the slits. So yes, I literally have the same dress over and over and over in different colors, and that's just all I ever wear on vacation. Now, I specifically chose this one because it's that shorter length maxi, and it comes like below my calves but above my ankles, because if you're wearing a casual comfy dress on the plane, you don't want one that drags on the floor if you have to use the bathroom. So if you are shorter, you could basically do the same thing and just look for a midi dress, because that might be more ankle length on you. And I always have some sort of button up to just throw on top of the dress, so my shoulders are covered as I'm traveling and in case you get cold. This is also great to have on vacation in case you run into a chillier night or morning, then you can just kind of throw this on over what you're wearing. And also, depending on the time of year that you're going, something thinner like this chambray one would be great for the hotter months, or if you're traveling like during the winter months, it's a little bit cooler, so you may even want like a denim jacket to wear instead. Now, in terms of accessories, I'm very minimal. Personally, not a big jewelry person. I don't like it on when I'm hot and sweaty, and I don't want to lose anything in the ocean. In lieu of a purse, I always bring this Monday swimwear bag. It is super cute and beachy. Now, this bag does double duty. I carry it as my beach bag during the day and as my purse in the night. Now, don't forget, at all-inclusive resorts, they provide towels, so you don't need a beach bag that carries towels. This really is all you need. So I definitely recommend you find some sort of bag that you can carry as both your purse in the evening and as your beach bag during the day. Now, for shoes, I always bring a pair of flip-flops. These are Havaianas, and these are a super cute like gold flip-flop. You just want a pair of cute and comfortable flip-flops that you can wear at the beach, the pool, all day long. You're going to be doing a lot of walking, so I highly recommend you make sure your flip-flops are comfortable. But I love these because they're cute and they look a little more sandally, but they're comfy enough for me to wear the entire vacation. Now, my other pair of shoes is going to be a cute sandal for evening times when we go out to dinner. Now, I believe these are actually Lily Pulitzer from many, many years ago, but I will link an affordable Amazon pair for you. I know a lot of you want to pack your heels or your wedges, but I highly recommend you leave those at home. You're going to be doing so much walking, your feet are going to hurt, and those kind of shoes take up so much room in your suitcase. Like for me, I'm a size 10. Can you imagine if I had a big pair of wedges that I had to fit in my carry-on? A cute sandal like this is going to be so much better for walking, especially across uneven surfaces at the resort and at the beach, but it's still cute. Perfectly fine to wear to the restaurants at night. Now, the only other pair of shoes that I bring are the shoes that I'm going to wear on travel day on the airplane. These are just a simple pair of Keds. They're comfy, they slip on and off really easily for security, and they keep my feet covered on nasty germy planes. And having a pair of sneakers is nice in case you want to go to the gym or just feel like you need some good walking shoes. And by wearing them to and from the resort, you don't have to take up space for big sneakers in your bag. Now, we're going for 3 nights to this resort, which is pretty typical for us. But I know a lot of you tend to travel for 5, maybe 7 nights, or even longer. I pack the same way, and I pack the same amount of clothes for longer trips. And the key to that is re-wearing outfits. If people don't notice me re-wearing stuff on YouTube, they're not going to notice you re-wearing it as well. Now, if this is a little too extreme for you, you can easily add maybe another 1 to 2 bikinis and cover-ups, 1 to 2 dresses or outfits for the evening, and 1 to 2 comfy outfits for breakfast and hanging out. But if you want to fit in a carry-on suitcase and avoid checking bags, stick with my method. So that's exactly what I'm bringing on vacation. Now, if you're interested in seeing how exactly I pack these outfits, plus my toiletries and everything, into just my carry-on suitcase, I will link my other pack with me and vacation fashion videos in the description below, as well as at the end of this video. And I'd love to hear what you think. Whether you think I'm nuts for packing like this, or you think you can be minimalistic like me, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next vacation.